Hello.
Hola.
Happy Monday.
¿Cómo está? Muy bien. ¿Y tú?
You know what I think you should do? I think you should turn off that light. That light. Because look how bright it is.
All right.
Trying to get the perfect lighting.
I'll be back.
Well, you're not going that far. Just unplug it. Okay, so we're talking about an interesting topic today. And I think it was a really good topic that I think it was meant to be, because you thought of this topic, and we were going to talk about we're talking about sex. So we are on
You're talking about
Let's
sex.
talk about sex, baby.
Well, let's not bring that song in again because it's played out.
Are you breaking out?
Yeah, you're stressing me out.
What are you, 14?
I'm in a 14-year-old bedroom.
We are. And he's nowhere around, so
Yeah.
we're good. But we wanted to talk about... go ahead. I think it was a really good topic. I think it's
right.
really good.
So, yesterday we went to my mom's 70th birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. Not that she watches this video.
She's not
She watches it all. I don't want to hear you talk about the things you talk about. And on the way, we listened to Mark Driscoll, and he really defines a lot of times in almost every single sermon the difference between religious and a relationship. Mm-hmm. And so, for example, taking this directly from him, when you die and you're in judgment, it's a single file line. Are you going to give God a resume, or are you going to point to Jesus? And you should be pointing to Jesus, and
that's it.
There is no resume because he's done it all. It's kind of the same thing. So
this isn't really a religious post,
thing.
But stay with us.
As wow.
I know. I don't know
Hold
why
on,
my battery goes down immediately. It was at 50% and now it's gone down. Isn't that insane?
That's all live. I tried to get the battery on. It didn't work. Okay, so we'll go quick. Are you bringing that same religious spirit into your bedroom? Meaning, yes, God is present while you're making love to your spouse because it is about relationship, but are you bringing that legalistic, these are things that we can and cannot do because that's what my mom said.
That's how I grew up.
That's how I grew up.
You know, that old adage that how, Christians have sex, missionary position, and that's it, hole through the sheet, kind of a ridiculousness. And why is that? I mean, there's a whole book of the Bible.
It's like they haven't read Song of Solomon where they talk about oral sex.
And oral sex and all these amazing things that we can experience. And are you judging your spouse because they want to experience some more things? And are you bringing that legalistic judgment into the bedroom that's not appropriate? We can't do this. We can't do that.
If you switch it from taking that religious, legalistic point of view, these are the things that are okay and these are the things that are not okay, when you should have that conversation, but are you shaming your spouse into obedience of, hey, nope, I can't play with your bum because we've never done that before and it's gross. Instead of, wow, you may really like that. Okay, let's try it. It's a different attitude, and it's a conversation that actually helps your relationship out rather than making the person feel shameful that they can never ask for a sex act, like, say, oral sex. They can never ask for it because you're shaming them into obedience. And that's a horrible place to be. And then the outcome of that is that your sex life becomes really, really stagnant. If you never bring anything new, if you never experience anything new together, then you're just kind of doing the same old missionary position, hole through the sheet. Let's get this.
Routine is the death of marriage.
Let's get this done.
Seriously.
There's no passion, no intimacy, no nothing. Then.
No fire, no passion, you're giving me nothing.
All of that's gone because you've browbeaten, you've religiously beaten, you've legalistically beaten that into your spouse, so they don't feel free. They don't feel that they can have a relationship with you. They feel like they just have to sit into your box and that's it. There's nothing new. And then as a guy, then you start looking at pornography to fulfill the other thing that your spouse isn't filling. And for a woman, you start talking to other men because there's that side of it that's not fulfilling either. So you literally cause separation with your legalism, your religious spirit that you continually bring into the bedroom. And it's sinful and it's inappropriate. You shouldn't make your partner don't fart on him.
That is awesome.
You should not make your partner feel ashamed for coming to you saying, hey, can we really try this? I know it might be awkward, it might be fun, but let's give it a shot.
But it's not, you're not bringing pornography in. You're not talking about bringing other people in. You're not doing things that are harmful. But you don't know those things also until you ask. Because maybe one partner wants to talk about anal sex and the other partner's like, no, that's a red flag. It's a hard line. Okay, but let's talk about it rather than bringing judgment into it. You know, let's talk about, do you want to do things with different sex toys that are, you know, these are things that married couples can do.
Do you want to tie each other up?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do that are perfectly acceptable to do. You're not committing adultery. You're not thinking about other people. You're not bringing other people in. And you're not harming someone. If you're harming them emotionally or physically, that's not okay either.
Refer to where we had a safe word of just, hey, we're going to try anal sex on the guy. This is the safe word. Let me know if this hurts and we'll immediately stop. And I made everyone feel uncomfortable because that is something that we normally don't talk about. Mm-hmm. But if your husband wants you to try that, then go ahead, try it. If your wife wants you to try it, then again, that's what that...
Hygiene is important. Be very clean.
But the whole entire thing is that you have to have the conversation and you have to build the relationship and you begin to find something new. And none of that stuff might work for you. You might be hung up on just oral sex. Again, make sure you're clean, give it a shot, use a safe word, and move on with your life and build your relationship rather than legalistically beat each other down of what is okay for you in the bedroom and what isn't okay. So
I would say have a conversation where you're going, okay,
beforehand.
Tonight we're going to talk about things that we may want in the bedroom that we've never talked about before.
Right.
Okay, so you're both ready to hear whatever that might be.
Right, and I'm gonna provide a list of sex acts that you should go, yes, no, yes, I'll never do that, yes, or this is a no, this is a maybe, this is, and that should at least spark the conversation of what's okay. And it's really important for newlyweds to do this, because what you'll find is that how you are right now and how you are 5 years from now are going to be completely different, and you're going to have to walk through stagnation and mundane sex, and then you'll come back around and go, hey, we need to try something new because being in bed with you is boring because we do the same thing over and over again.
I think we're about ready to lose battery here because
you can have that conversation if you go into the bedroom with a relationship rather than being religious about it. And that's the whole entire point. Are you having a relationship, or are you really just providing your spouse a to-do list of how great you are in bed? Nobody cares. They really want to have a relationship with you.
That's good.
Yeah.
And no judgment. You can definitely say, I'm not comfortable with that. Yeah. And the other person needs to be, okay.
Yeah.
And,
it's a hard line. We're not doing that
whatever
stuff.
That is.
Yeah. And the point of this was to make you feel uncomfortable.
And yes, there are hard lines for us. So don't think that we're just out there willy-nilly doing anything.
I'm not going to list them for you. But part of it is to feel uncomfortable with, that's why we brought up anal sex. So that you can go, well, I've never thought of that. I should have that conversation. And yes, I want to see what the 50 sex things are on this list or more, so I can go through them with my spouse. 50.
Wow.
Well, there's more because we know 69 is, past 50. Zing!
Oh my word. This is why this is on the private thing. My goodness. Anyway, I think that's really important. Have the conversation. What are things that you've never felt, but say, hey, this is the conversation we want to have. Don't just bring it up. Hey, I want to do this. Say, I'd like to have a conversation about the different things in the bedroom.
There's no springing it on in the moment.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Hey, we're in the middle of sex. Let's try this. And your partner's like, whoa.
Yeah. No springing stuff on. Have the conversation beforehand. And honestly, that's what most BDSM people do. They have a conversation.
A lot of conversations.
And then they go play. So it's the same philosophy. They're actually upfront and forward of what they want to have happen and what to do happen. I know it's a bit of an exercise, but go, hey, if we're going to play and have fun, then this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to experience. This is what's there for safety. Okay, now let's go have fun. This is not a replacement for the normal intimacy, lovemaking. It's just something to get you out of
routine.
The rut.
Yep.
Yeah, mix it up a little bit.
Mix it up.
If mixing it up is having sex in the kitchen, do that.
Counters are usually a good height, but it depends on how high they are.
Yeah. I wouldn't suggest,
People are like, I'm never coming to your house.
The washing machine, just, I don't know, because if you have a top-loading washing machine...
We better go. If you're going to do 50 lists, then you better get on that.
Yeah.
All right, we love you guys. Message us with any questions.
We love you.
Obviously, we will answer just about everything.
Yeah.
No, we'll answer everything, regardless of what it is.
Personal, she'll just tell you
whether we know the answer or not.
Yeah.
All right. We love you guys. We will see you next Monday.
Bye.